What's up, y'all? Welcome back for another Starfield build guide where I'm going to show you how to build my ship, the Thicker Enterprise. This one comes equipped with an engineering bay for Mr. Scott, fully traversable wings, and over 2,000 cargo space, more guns, and a spacious bridge with a view that you'd expect from a ship of this caliber. Alright, this ship is a lot bigger than the last one, so the guide's going to be a little bit different because I don't want to waste too much of your time. So you're going to want to start out with a 120 LD landing bay and connect that to an ACU Lander 11 landing gear. Then you can go ahead and duplicate that, connect your second ACU 11 or AccuLander 11 gear to the first one. Then get a Hope 6 landing gear, place on the side of the first AccuLander, duplicate that to place another one on the other side. Then you can duplicate this again until you have 4 total, change the variant of the last 2. But you can place these, but we're going to have to move them again later. Then get a 3x1 hab, doesn't matter which one. Place it there. Get a 1x1 hab and place that at the back. Then get your first Supernova 2200 engine, place back there in between the landing gears. And get a Deimos Belly 4, place on the front of the 3x1. Get a 2x1 hab and place on the front of that. So that only one piece is on top of the 3x1. Then get a Deimos cowling aft, place it at the back of the 2x1. Deimos spine B behind that one. Deimos spine A aft behind that. All you have to do is get the 4 and then flip it. And now you've got the main body of the ship built. And from there, we're going to go start on one of the wings. You want 3 1x1s. Take the second one, place it on top of the first. Then take the third and place it on the side of the second, like that. Then get a 2x1 hab and place it on top of the 1x1 like so. Get another 2x1 and place on top of that. And you can get another one of your Supernova engines and center it on the 2x1s. You can use Hope Tech Nose A, 3 of them, to round out the front of your 1x1s. Then 2 Stroud Cap A's for the front of the 2x1s. And I've got portholes in various places. These are, of course, completely optional. I'm just going to go ahead and get these placed before I show you a quick little trick to save yourself a little bit of time that unfortunately I won't be able to take advantage of. So once you've got your first wing built, it should look something like this. And what you can do is highlight the entire piece by selecting all. And then while you're hovering over it, duplicate. And that will allow you to create a duplicate of the wing that you just made. And then in order to create the wing for the other side, all you have to do is select these halves here, move them to the other side like that, and then flip these and your Hope Tech noses on the front of your 1x1s, and now you've got the wing for the other side complete already in a fraction of the time. So hopefully that helps y'all save some time, but I've got to put my wing back together. If you do that, make sure that you change the 2x1s to what you want. That way you don't end up with 4 of the same 2x1 or something like that.
And I'll just fast forward this part of the video, since I don't need to see me rebuild this entire side. Just for that trick.
Also, make sure that on one of the wings, it doesn't matter which one, you put a 100 DP slim Docker top on top. Now, in order to attach the wings, we're going to have to pull the Hope 6 landing gear off of the rear because it gets in the way of our 1x1 halves connecting. Select all. And make sure that it lines up with the 1x1 like that. Same for this side. Now we can place our Hope 6 landing gear back. It's going to tell us that we can't. All we have to do is flip it twice and then cancel. Same for this one. And now you've got most of the ship built. Next, you're going to start with a 1x1 hab. And place that at the very front of the body on top like that. Then you're going to get the cockpit. Depending on which, either one, doesn't matter which one you're using, Stroud or Deimos, make sure you go ahead and place the guns that are going to be on it before you start placing structure around it, because those guns will not be able to be placed after you get the structure built around the cockpit. And from there, we're going to get a Stroud nose cap B 4 and place that on the front of our 2x1 down there. Just like that. Which is going to allow us to place Stroud cap A's on either side of it. And after that, you want to get 4 equipment plates. Let me just move this turret down here. And you're going to take those 4 equipment plates and place them on top of the Stroud cap A that we just put on either side, like that. And that's going to allow you to place 4 auto alpha turrets inside here. The reason we're placing turrets is because they are one of few, if not the only weapons that can be flipped, which allows us to place them inside structures like that. And I haven't run into any issues where they weren't able to fire or anything like that. They just shoot straight through the structure that they're in every case that I've experienced so far. All you have to do is make sure it's been placed in the area at least once, and then grab it again and place it on the snap point and flip it until it's pointing the direction you want it to be, and hit cancel. Next, we're going to get another Stroud nose cap B, as well as a Stroud cap C aft. You're actually going to place the Stroud cap C aft on top of the 1x1 first. And that's going to allow us to place the nose cap B against that. You'll have to flip it and then press cancel. Then you're going to get 4 more Stroud cap A's. And place them on the side of the nose cap B. You're going to have to flip it because of the structure. Then you can go ahead and place your weapons on there. Make sure you place the ones on the front first. And in case you're wondering how I was able to get 4 up there or why my guns look so much thicker at the beginning, it's because you can hover over the rear of the weapon and press duplicate, and it will cause the duplicate to snap to the location behind it. And as long as you don't move, you can press confirm. Same for the other side. Then you're going to get 2 Stroud nose cap C's. Place them in there, and you're going to flip it twice to where the flat side is out. That just gives you the most room inside the cockpit. Then you're going to get 4 Nova Cowling 2Ls. Place them there. Just like that. Then you're going to get 2 Galleon S202 cargo holds. And those are going to go under right here. You'll have to flip it because of the weapons on the cap A till it lands back how you want it. The same thing on the other side. Take your fuel tank and hide it in there on top of one of your cargo holds. Then you can take a shielded cargo hold and hide it on top on the other side. This is the 10ST hauler shielded cargo. Just a second, I'll go look at the fuel tank because I don't think I hovered on that long enough. The fuel tank I'm using is the 500T HE3 tank. You can get your grav drive and place it behind cargo on one side. And your SF-40 sheared flow reactor, place it behind the cargo on the other side. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know what we're about to do with this shield right here. Just gonna tuck it away right there. All right. That should cover assembly. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. I messed up on the first take, so I had to start from the beginning. But let's go ahead and accept and take a look inside. Once you enter, it's going to start you facing the front of the ship. So if you want to see what the wings look like, you're going to have to turn around and open the door behind you. This is that middle 1x1 hab. You can go to left or right side of the ship. And I wouldn't use the ladders. I would just use your jump pack to get through these sections. But there are portholes at various points throughout the ship that allow you to see what's going on and where you're at in the ship. And then on this side, I've got a control station or computer station. Just adds one more crew station. Not that this ship really needs it. And then a captain's quarters with various windows to check out different parts of the ship, see where you're at. I don't know. Windows are always nice, especially up in space. I will quickly try to run to the other side. Where we've got a workstation or workshop with various workstations. And living quarters, which also has some windows, because who doesn't like those? Now let's go check out the bridge and all that. So if you head forward once entering the ship, if you use the Hope Tech Armory like I did, you'll be brought in here. It has one brig cell and a couple weapon cases. Then you'll have one step up and a door into the cockpit. Nice big open space. Fit for the Enterprise. Navigation console. This part right here is actually an outside part of the ship clipping inside, but it doesn't prevent you from actually using any part of the ship. The captain's locker and cargo hold can still be found on this side. Alright, I would show you what it looks like with this camera. Oh, look, it updated. Before I rebuilt this ship, actually, the camera wouldn't zoom out far enough, so... It's not the fastest. I'm sure you probably saw the stats at the beginning of the video. But that's part of the reason for us putting 4 turrets on it. That helps make up for the lack of mobility because those turrets take care of business most of the time. As long as you give them power. Right now I've got them assigned to the 3rd weapon slot, which currently doesn't have any power. But all you have to do is distribute your power. I would recommend something like this, maybe, or just go even across the board with your weapons. Just always make sure that your engines and shields are fully powered up at all times. And if you want, you can hold 1 or 2 energy in reserve or your grav drive in case you got to jump out of anywhere. The more energy you have to throw in your grav drive, the faster it'll activate. If you have to run away from a fight, just fully power down one of your weapons, preferably not your turret. Your turret's the one that shoots on its own, but like your weapon 0 or weapon 1, fully power that down and use that to give your grav drive a bunch of juice if you got to get out of somewhere really quick, because it cuts the launch time in half. Well, I hope this video helped some of y'all out and it was easy enough to follow. If it did, please hit that like button and don't forget to hit subscribe. I appreciate everyone who checks out the videos, and I hope to see y'all here for another one.